Meanwhile, CEO of Exxon Mobil essentially talking about climate change, speaking at the Council for Foreign Relations, said this in giving a major address, that climate change is not as serious as lazy journalists and an illiterate public believe. He has admitted there is a correlation between climate change and the burning of fossil fuels. He just thinks it's not going to be that big of a deal. He claims to be working with a very good team at MIT for more than 20 years on this area of modeling the climate. In other words, predicting the implications of climate change. And he says the competencies of the models are not particularly good. However, MIT's Ronald Prin disagrees. He says the models are certainly good enough to clearly show the benefits of mitigation policies compared to no policy in lowering risk. We cannot wait for perfection in climate forecasts before taking action. Is it any surprise that there's no model out there as to what happens when, for the first time in human history, man has the capacity to affect global climate change? And these models will not be able to tell you exactly what's happening. All we can see is a rise in incidences and measurements that are consistent with, even if you look back onto to NASA's predictions from the mid-'80s. The consequences of a misstep in a well, speaking about fracking, according to the Exxon Mobil CEO, while large to the immediate people that live around that well, in the great scheme of things are pretty small. Of course, it depends on what's around that well. So he's basically saying, look, yes, so we screw up some people's water supply, but it's not that big of a deal. They can get bottled water. I mean, it seems to me this is a pretty good case that we shouldn't put any fracking wells anywhere near any large water supplies in the country, at the very least. And as far as the immediate people, suck it. And then ultimately, Tillerson said that humanity would simply adapt. We have spent our entire existence adapting, okay? So we'll adapt to this. It's true. I don't think anybody has projected an end to humanity. What we are likely to see is an end to the way that our civilizations are organized if we start having, let's say, massive new areas where it's impossible to grow food, massive areas where it may be impossible to live in any sustained measure, new changes in the ecosystem, massive migrations of people to more northern climates, the strain on resources that will cause. We'll adapt. In the meantime, Exxon Mobil will continue to make huge profits. Man, these guys don't even realize what kind of douchebags they sound like in public. It's impressive. It's impressive, but not in a good way.